up in Lake Tahoe. Just had a really great day with friends, with my girlfriend, and tried snowboarding for the first time. Took a lesson. My friend let me borrow all his stuff, so it was very easy. I didn't have to stand in lines or anything, and rode the lift a couple of times, and rode the lift the first time as part of the lesson. Actually, I'm afraid of heights, so the lift, I was a little uncomfortable up there, especially since, like, the first time I rode it, it stopped a bunch of times, and so you're just hanging up there, which is a little uncomfortable. Got got down the mountain. I thought it was going to take me forever, and so got down, and then was really sore and tired because I'm using all these new muscles. Plus, I'm falling on my butt a bunch of times, so my butt is sore. All this kind of stuff. And everybody, there was a group of us up here, so everybody just sitting around with their kids and stuff, and kind of just relaxing. And I was like, maybe I won't go up again. And I started to talk myself out of going up again. Then my girlfriend came, and she wanted to film me, and she encouraged me to go up. And I was so glad I did the second run, because it was a great example of how, like, we talk ourselves out of stuff. So, I did the first run. I was kind of scared on the chairlift, and then, going down the hill was hard. And then I'm sitting there for probably half an hour and just focusing on how scary the chairlift was and all this stuff, and talking myself out of going back up. And, wouldn't you know it, like, I made the decision to go back up. I get up there. The chairlift ride the second time was way faster. I wasn't even scared at all, really. And then, the second run was still hard, but I was, like, on the first run, I found it really hard to stand up facing downhill. So I had to stand up facing uphill, which was a good thing to learn. But I spent the entire run facing uphill, which I want to face downhill because then you can see everything. So on the second run, I kind of, I got turned around and I fell on my butt, and I'm facing downhill, and I'm like, all right, let me see if I can stand up here. And I figured out how to stand up facing down the hill. So that was a win, and then I got to see just a lot more of my run, and it was more enjoyable, and it felt like an accomplishment. So, and then, when I got down, I was just so pumped with adrenaline. I was just so glad I had done it. It was amazing. And so, like, the fear is almost always bigger than the thing itself. So, I'm glad I had encouragement, and I'm glad I went up there and just got the most out of my day. Just a feeling of accomplishment, and then just had a wonderful time hanging out with everybody. I was glad my girlfriend was up there, and she was kind of involved in it, and like filming me and all this stuff, and then having her kind of interact with all my friends was really great. It was just a nice time. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Like, my friends did this trip last year and I didn't go, and this year they were like, well, maybe you'll think about going. And I was like, okay. And then it was one of those things where I said, yeah, I'll go. And then I tried to talk myself out of it in my head. And I'm I'm just glad I went. It was just one of those things where you get, a little uncomfortable. You got to wake up early. You got to drive 3 hours. You got to do some scary stuff, but it just feels so fulfilling, and I'm a better person having done it, and I got to bond with people that are important to me, and just my life is better at the end of this day than it was at the beginning because of all that stuff. So it's a great day and just a great feeling to be living all out.